Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Pokey TC Gamer back with another video, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys my NPL Minors championship game, in which we're playing Monatui. You guys definitely should know him. He's a GBA coach, coach of the Tampa Bay Luxrays, who is also now a NPL Majors coach, as are we. If you guys have not seen the last video in which you played David, I'll definitely link that down below. But we played David, we won. As Mono also beat Bird, so we are both guaranteed spots in NPL Majors. The third NPL Minors coach to become an NPL Majors coach will be determined by Bird versus David, which should be happening sometime soon. But either way, this championship game didn't really matter as much since we are both already in NPL Majors, or this NPL Minors game didn't matter as much. But it is a championship game. I did prep really hard for it, and if you guys do not know, I've actually never won a championship game in any league at all. I've come close. I've been to championships. I've been to semifinals, but I've never actually won a league title. So I definitely want to win this one, especially versus someone who's as good as Mono. He won, obviously, the TTM March Madness tournament. And obviously he made it this far to the championship. At this point he is 7-2 and I'm 8-1, so that's pretty cool. But either way, definitely prepped very hard for this game. I felt that I had a really good matchup actually versus his team, and when I first saw the team, I wrote down some notes on what I thought everything was. Looking at the blue, I kind of thought it could have been SD, but I was more or less expecting a Scarf or Bandit set. The Scizor, definitely thinking double stabs with Roost, and either Sword Stance or Defog, depending on what kind of tech he wanted. Zygarde expected to be Choice Bandit because even though Dragonette is pretty good, I felt that it's not really that useful against my team without a Z move. Like, if you set up a Dragon Dance, it's just, you're not going to be able to hit the Slowbro really that hard without the Z move. Like, you're hitting it the same as a Bandit would. When this with Dragon Dance, you'd have to set up a the Dragon Dance first before you can attack. So if that made any sense, but I'm expecting a Bandit Zygarde, with possibly a Toxic Lure on it, which is actually like a standard set in Smogon. But next, the Snorlax, I expected a mostly Spadef one, possibly just a standard Curslax one, maybe with Chester Resto. It's pretty important to deal with some of my special attackers, which otherwise he does not deal with that well. Chestnut expected to be switch into things like my Crawdon and my Terrakion, with Leech Seed probably, and maybe Synthesis, and Spikes possibly for to Spike Sack against my team. And Heatran, I expected to be an offensive rocker that can help him deal with my Scizor. To some extent, he can deal with my Gardevoir, but that's pretty much what I expect. Maybe Choppleberry Heatran could be what he brought, but I'm not too sure on that one. So let's just get into the team that I brought. I brought the Torrentee, the Slowbro, the Hydreigon, the Crawdon, the Nidoqueen, and the Quillfish. I'm probably going to go through my team pretty quickly because it's actually pretty straightforward. My Torn, it speed creeps his fastest thing, which is his Zygarde 10%. He doesn't have anything faster than that, other than a Scarfer. I have Taunt, Superpower, Heat Wave, and Hurricane. The spread that I have on it, I have 80 attack, obviously the speed creeping of the Zygarde, and rest and special attack. The 80 attack assures me that a Hurricane into a Superpower after Rocks kills any max HP Heatran, and I think it also ensures that after Leftovers, Hurricane into Superpower kills a standard Curslax, which is very nice. And Taunt helps me stop like a Snorlax from resting. Obviously Heat Wave hits things like it hits the top a little more accurate than a Hurricane, and it also OHKOs the Scizor. And Hurricane and Taunt destroy some of the walls that he didn't bring, like Reuniclus, Jellicent, and Mandibuzz, hitting them really hard and stopping them from healing up. So that's pretty much my Torn. Next up we have a kind of standard defensive Slowbro, except not really because I don't have any stabs. I actually have Toxic, Slack Off, Light Screen, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam just to Oko the Zygarde, 10%. Light Screen is just so if I need to switch into Heatran, I could. Obviously, I'd scout for the Bloom Doom by pivoting into possibly a Dragon. But between Hydra and Slowbro, I can pivot around in offensive Heatran. And if I can get up a Light Screen, it'll help out some of my other mons take hits from that the Heatran better. So next up we have obviously the Hydreigon. We are speed creeping, I believe, a max speed Heatran, and we are 3 attacks Roost. We have Roost, Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, and not Fire Blast. Focus Blast with the Fightinium Z. The Fightinium Z Focus Blast does between 60 and 70 to a Snorlax, which is very, very nice. After Rocks, I don't think Dark Pulse into the Fightinium Z Focus Blast does kill, but if I have enough chip damage on it, I can go for the Fightinium Z Focus Blast, or a Focus Blast into a Fightinium Z Focus Blast kills a Snorlax from full, if I'm not mistaken, unless he's like really Spadef, like max Spadef, max HP. So next up we have the Crawdon, which really pressures a lot of his team and kills a lot of his team with its stabs, bar his Tapu Bulu and his Chestnut. But I really want to bring it because I don't have the best switches to things like Snorlax and Reuniclus. And banded knockoff is what I have. I'm banded with a knockoff Crab Hammer, Aqua Jet, and Airlace. And the banded knockoff really threatens the Reuniclus and the Snorlax and the Jellicent, which I really like the idea of that. Airlace is obviously there for the Tapu Bulu and the Chestnut. So next up we have, we start getting into the hazards that we have on this team to better help Hydreigon and Torn and Crawdon break through his team. So we have Stealth Rocks, 3 attacks Nidoqueen. We are speed creeping a 8 speed Mandibuzz. If you want to like run like 248 HP, 252 defense, and throw the 8 into speed, I speed creep that. I have Earth Power and Ice Beam, which pretty much hit his entire team like as hard as I can. Obviously, like things like Reuniclus, Jellicent, and Snorlax are just like they're too fat that there's no point in me running coverage for it. Like I could have ran Shadow Ball, but I much preferred Flamethrower just so I could Oko the Scizor. And obviously, like I said, I have the Ice Beam and the Earth Power. So lastly we have Cool Fish, which is kind of just like it goes in, or I send it in, I can taunt things and prevent them from healing up, and I set up spikes. It is a toxic taunt spikes waterfall set. Waterfall allows me to deal a lot of damage to Heatran, which is actually why I'm speed creeping. I can taunt it, prevent it from setting up rocks. I can toxic things like the Snorlax, possibly if it's not immunity, the Jellicent and the Mandibuzz, and even the Chestnut. And I can taunt the Mandibuzz, of course, and prevent it from defogging, as well as the Scizor. And I can just start setting up spikes. So that's pretty much the base of the team. I think I could just get into the battle right now. So we lead off with our Torn. It's our best lead. It outspeeds everything and does a lot of damage to everything. So he actually leads off with this Heatran, which makes sense. And because he did that, I kind of figured he's just gonna want to get up his rocks. So just taunt it right here, as he does actually go for his rocks. So now I think maybe I didn't switch. No, I decided Super Power is my best play because I didn't really want to switch into the Heatran at that point, knowing it could still be a Z move. So the Snorlax actually takes that Super Power very well. And I just go hard into my Cool Fish because if he starts setting up, or if he doesn't rest right here, I can taunt him and prevent him from setting up. And I can just either start waterfalling to get some chip damage, or to start spiking after I taunt. But he just fires off the rest here, which pretty much gives me a free spike. And right here, I think I spike. Yeah, I spike. And next I taunt because I predicted him to go for rocks again. I figured he wouldn't think I was a speedy Qwilfish, but I turned out to be that. So he can't get up his rocks once again. And right here, I could have spiked again, but I really wanted to just waterfall because I knew waterfall would do a little bit over 40%, which would put him in range of Hydreigon's modest Focus Blast or Torrent's Life Orb Superpower. So I just waterfall here, and I do 44, and he Earth Powers, and he actually gets a crit, which I actually never did calc that, but I am max HP. Qwilfish's Spadef and HP aren't the best, and he could have been max HP, or I mean max special attack, maybe even modest Heatran. So I'm not really sure how much that mattered, but either way, we did go for waterfall damage. And sorry, I just hit my mic, or I just hit my headphones, so it might have heard a little ruffle in the sound. But I just go into my my Dragon, as I can just Dark Pulse this thing. Unless he has Dragon Pulse, he isn't doing that much to me. And he's still taunted, so I could possibly get a flinch too as well. So I just fire off the Dark Pulse, and the way that he went hard into his Bulu, I really, at this point, I knew he wouldn't go hard into Bulu unless he was Scarf. And the only way he can kill me is with Dazzling Beam or Superpower, both of which my Torrent T could take. So that's exactly what I do. I just go into it and take the Superpower, as it only does 28, and I'm pretty sure at this point that he's Scarf. So I just fire off a Hurricane here. It's gonna 2-hit KO the Heatran. It's gonna 2-hit KO pretty much everything. Hurricane into Superpower after the Spike should kill the Snorlax. And right here, I think it is Superpower, not wanting to risk a Hurricane miss, as I do. And he does reveal the Chocolate Berry, which I did talk about in the pregame. Or I think I did, not sure. But I did kind of expect Chocolate Berry just because it helps him deal with Mega Gardevoir better, which obviously I didn't bring. Right here, I really expected him to go for E-Speed because Hurricane easily killed the Zygarde unless it was Scarf. So I just go hard into my Slowbro. I'm not Rocky Helmet, but I will take the E-Speed very well. But he actually makes a very, very solid prediction and gets a Toxic off on my Slowbro. I'm starting to wear it down, but I'm not going to let it get worn down to the point where I can't switch into this Zygarde anymore. Because at this point, the Zygarde and the Tapu Bulu are the biggest threats to my team. So right here, predicting either the Chestnut or even the Scizor, I just go hard into my Torn, as I do end up catching the Chestnut. So I'm just going to fire for Hurricane. And you guys are going to see right here. Obviously, he's not going to stay in because he will easily die, and he still would like that, I would think, for the Crawdon. And right here, I missed my Hurricane, which was a little bit unfortunate. So now I can't really do much of this thing. So I actually go hard into my Crawdon, and this allowed me to scout for the Sleep Talk. He can't really O-code me with anything because I'm pretty sure after that Earthquake damage, I calced and he wasn't very attack invested. So he would need like a Body Slam Para or a crit like return or something like that. But he couldn't really kill me, so I just went hard on my Crawdon. And I very, very much considered air releasing here, but I couldn't risk this thing like waking up and setting up a curse, or even staying asleep and setting up a curse. So I just clicked knock off here. As you guys are gonna see, we knock off and we do a good amount. We do like 30%, but it's not enough to the point where I can stay in. So I just go hard on my Nidoqueen here, as he Leech Seeds, and I think I don't set my rocks. I actually double into my Dragon, predicting maybe a Spike or even like a Spiky Shield. So he Spiky Shields again, and I Flamethrower. But because the Snorlax is still gonna be asleep for one more turn, and I do have the Fightinium Z Focus Blast, I'm not really scared of the Snorlax coming in. His Bulu, his Scizor, and his Chestnut all died of Flamethrower, and the Zygarde not only risk getting burned possibly by a Flamethrower, but I could also drop a Draco here. So I just fire for Flamethrower, as he had the sacks up in there as he sacks that. So now he goes into Snorlax, and I didn't really think he was going to scout for a Z move. I kind of figured that he just wanted to burn off another turn. He didn't see an item. He could possibly be thinking Scarf. So I just fire off the Fight Team Z Focus Blast, as you guys can see, it actually only does 66%. So this was actually a pretty big turn in the match. I really need to land this Focus Blast here. One, just to get rid of the Snorlax, but and prevent it from resting again. But two, if it did rest up again, it would have been a little bit harder for me to beat. I would have had to beat it down with my Torn, with Taunt and Superpower, and my Crawdon. But as you guys can see, he pulls a Sleep Talk Earthquake, so I actually never saw if his last move was a Body Slam or if it was actually Curse. So I just fired for Focus Blast, and I do land it luckily. So we are now up 5-3, and we are looking to be in a good position. So right here, I knew if he Dragon Danced, that if I fire off a Dark Pulse, he would be in range of Crawdon's Aqua Jet, and at +1, my Crawdon at 67 is not in range of an extreme speed, so I can fire off an Aqua Jet safely. And if he fires off an Outrage here, I can go into my Slowbro and get a kill with Ice Beam. So he actually does fire off an Outrage, and kind of reveals he's banded. So now I go into my Slowbro. As you guys can see, I only take about 40 from this, or about 32. So I actually forgot if that damage revealed if he was banded or not, but we do get a kill with Ice Beam. So now this Scissor comes in, and actually thinking back on my prep, I probably should have put Flamethrower on my Slowbro instead of Light Screen, just to ensure that I can do a lot of damage to the Scissor and prevent it from setting up on me. But I think I just go hard into my Nidoqueen, because if he sets up an SD, I can live a +2 Bullet Punch, I'm pretty sure. But after seeing that Bug Bite damage, I know I can live a Bullet Punch, but he does crit me again. That did matter, but it didn't really matter for the game, because as long as I did hit this Heat Wave, I did win the game, pretty much. So he Bullet Punches, does 50, and I do land the Heat Wave, getting rid of the Scissor. So now he's just left to his top blue, and I calced. If he Scarf Stone Edge, he could click that here, but Scarf Wood Hammer did have a chance to kill me from this range. Or, I mean, it guaranteed kill me from this range, so I did have to switch out to have a chance to live it. So I switch out, sack my Slowbro, and my mindset here was if he Scarf, then or if he was like a sub variant, sub there as like a last ditch effort, then my Slowbro would be able to either break its sub or die to Wood Hammer, to the point where Torn could do enough damage to it to let Crawdon Aqua Jet, if that made any sense. But he does kill my Slowbro, so now if he does kill my Torn here, I know that he's in Aqua Jet range if he kills my Torn with a Scarf Wood Hammer. But he does not, and you guys are going to see right here, we're going to die to Life Orb, as we're going to pick up the 1-0 win in the NPL Minors Season 3 Championship. So guys, you're Gotham City Golurks, and your coach, me, obviously, we finished the season 9-1 as NPL Minors Season 3 champions. My first ever championship. Very hyped to win my first ever championship. Obviously we're already in majors, like I said, but I really want to win this. Winning NPL Minors was one of my goals as soon as I entered Minors in Season 2. And now, after Season 3, we are now in NPl Majors, which is very nice. There's so many good battlers there. There's Gypsy, Zazo, Anthony, he is actually leaving. I don't know, when this goes up, I think him and Gypsy will already have played for the championship. But that's going to be a very hype game for his finale. Matty Brawlock, he's also leaving, I'm pretty sure. But there's so many good players in the majors. There's obviously Mono. And at the time I'm recording this, Verd and Magic played. Verd is also in the majors now too. He's a very good battler. Obviously, there's people like Jolt, there's Trev, there's Abe, there's Toad. There's so many good battlers there. And I'm so hyped to be playing that. And there's Shoddy, Blake. There's so many people. I'm probably forgetting a few. But I can't tell you how, guys, how hyped I am to be in the majors and also have my first championship and to be able to do it in the NPL Minors, which is one the most competitive like D League around. Definitely, if you want to call it the D League, very very competitive league, and I'm glad that I was able to come out on top and actually escape with only one loss in 10 games, which is pretty cool. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. We take down Mono, we win the NPL Minors championship, and the next NPL video you will see is probably going to be my NPl Majors draft analysis video, which actually will probably be in like around 2 months from now. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below, and I will see you guys next time.